It is Monday, October 11th, I think. No, 10th. We've got Sparky over there. I don't know where Scout and Bo have gone. It's a fine Monday morning. Scout's had 3 days off. Friday, Saturday. So I'm going to see what kind of lesson session we're going to have today. The first day we came out, we worked 4.5, 5 hours. The second day, I want to say, was 3 hours. The third day we worked on this was, I think, less than 2 hours. I'm really hopeful. I don't want to jinx this, but I'm really hoping today will be an hour or less. As she goes down her hill quietly and we get to the round pen with no issues, and maybe I'll push it to where she's opening and closing a gate with no issues. If we can do all that in 15 minutes, great. Welcome to day 4. Sven and his pile of sticks. You want me to throw your stick? Yes. She's not hard to catch. Sven, get out of there. She doesn't come running towards me, but she doesn't run away either. Right, Scout? You ready to go to work? So here's where the fine-tuning and the personal touches come in. As you can see, we're down by the round pen, and for whatever reason, we got a mental block against this funny little hill. When a horse refuses, it can be as small as a pause, or I'm not going to slow down from a trot to a walk, or I'm not going to go from a walk to a trot. Those are all refusals, but lesser than some of the bigger refusals, bucking, running away, bolting. This little girl, when faced with this hill, plants all 4 feet on the ground like a tree and kind of tells me, make me. Not a huge deal, super kind, wonderful mare. At that point, there are horses that would buck, bolt, bite, strike out. She doesn't do any of that. It's not okay to tell me no. Even when it's kind of sweet, it's not cute, and it accumulates from there. So if I allowed her to continue telling me no, we will have an issue later on if I don't continue correcting this. And for 30 days at least, I need to get her to just calmly walk down this hill. That's 30 days is about how long it takes for a horse to replace a bad habit with a good one, or just for the habit to disappear altogether. Hopefully, that's the theory at least. Today, she told me no, did the 4-foot planting, backing up, thing. And I ran her as fast as she could up the hill like I've been doing for 3 days. And worked this hill. We loped around a hill and came back down. And again, I got the 4-legged, high-headed refusal, and I had to make a decision. And this is where the subtle differences in trainers, it comes down to these little details. I could have continued running her up this hill all day long. I've done that before. Nothing wrong with that. I just felt personally this mare was getting used to planting all 4 feet and then turning around and running. Well, we don't want that either. I always have to remember when someone else rides this horse, they don't know her like I do. I don't think any rider in particular would enjoy having a horse plant their feet in a refusal and then spin around and run off. I didn't want to inadvertently train her to do that. Horses learn from pressure and release. They don't learn from pressure, they learn from when you release. And they also learn from repetition. They're creatures of habit. And this repetition, even refusals, were built out of some kind of repetition in her head that we now need to work on just eliminating. So here we are. I worked through the refusal this time by just insisting with a rein and a leg. She just backed up 7 or 8 paces, threatened to back me into a tree. I'm like, I don't care. It's your butt that's going to go into a tree, not mine. When that wasn't fun, she decided to go ahead and come down the hill. It was annoying, but it was what I asked nonetheless. So I made the call to just sit here and chill and make this a sweet spot. And I believe we're only 10, 15 minutes into the whole session. I'm going to take her back to the barn, back and forth a couple more times, hopefully just one time. Far from perfect, far from beautiful, but progress nonetheless. This is progress, and this is all any trainer, any rider, any horse owner can look for are those, even when they're microscopic. This mare has a microscopic tri, and if it's not recognized, well then all is lost. So we were up there, and I brought her back down here so I get on, and stood real quiet to get mounted. That's fine. But the minute my other leg caught the stirrup and I picked the reins up, she just started walking. I did not ask for that. We're just going to work on standing here quietly as I get up and down. When a horse just walks off before you clearly ask him to move forward, or you ask him to backward, sides, whatever, if they move their feet purposely in any direction without your request, assertively put them back where you originally started. This is important. We have the opportunity now to work on this out here. She has it in her head, the minute I get up there, we're going to shoot off up this hill. And this has been kind of her problem the whole time. This, I believe, is where all the rest of these problems are coming from. What she's telling me, what she's revealed today is I need to practice getting on and off all over the property. Point her towards home, away from home, up on a hill, down a hill, whatever. Plant those toes, girlfriend, and watch her mind change. All right, it's my third time up here. Reins completely dropped. There's her coveted hill that she wants so badly to climb. She's now waiting to see if I'm going to get back down, which I probably will a few more times just to concrete the lesson. A nice, quiet headset. We're not fidgety. Not a single toe has moved. Good girl. Nicely done, girlfriend. Are you being good today? Yes, you are. Fourth time up. Okay, we just completed number 7. This girl has not moved a single toe while I was up there. And I really like this. She turns, even though she's kind of looking at the grass now, she turns and looks at me and the grass. She's lost focus on her hill. So there's been a shift. And that's what it's all about. And if this is boring, good. It means I'm doing it right. I don't know. I like watching people do it, when they do it the right way. When someone's really good at their craft, it's fun to watch. Kind of like those Bob Ross videos. You guys remember those? Where he'd just be painting his happy little trees and happy little clouds. Because you were watching a master at work, just calmly and mysteriously creating a masterpiece. Oh, you're just so relaxed and happy. I love this. I'm going to mount up the 8th time. And we're going to, see what we got kind of mindset over here. Could be a whole different horse from here to here. And if it is, we'll deal with it. We're still not fixated on that hill at all. Now, once they're finished or more trained than this, I don't allow full-on banquets to occur while in bridle. They are working. So later on down the road, I'll probably discourage the eating, but right now, one thing at a time. We got up there, rode up the hill, just the most relaxed, smoothest ride up this hill we've ever had. Huge win. Rather than take her back to the barn for a big bowl of oats and hugs and kisses, we're just gonna dine here and do our hugging and kissing here. Every time I get down to make this a nice, sweet, quiet spot for her, hi baby, we do scratches. I run my hand over her hip just to let her know, hey, you're doing a good job. That's a nice hip, dude. Nice booty. And we just hang. Yeah, as she does some gardening for me. So if you've watched our first 3 days, here's a shot you've seen a million times before. But it's never been under half an hour that we've gotten here. And only one big run up the hill. And when she goes up for sale, you can watch everything that's been put into her finishing process. Yeehaw, that was a good one. Amen. Today I give you, this is close, an A-. It would have been a solid A, but we did have some corrections up here. And you saved yourself from a B+ because then you wrote everything so well. And We finished the lesson calmer than when we started it. All good stuff. Extra credit, A-. Look, we're not even sweating today.